I think it would be based on the content of their character and not the color of theirs. Came from spaces and places that if we were to bring them in our nation's capital this past week, when in fact what happened.
But what it then states in the gospel is, and she began to serve. Next, my brothers, no, that just doesn't. And he reaches out her hand. I just heard that was going wrong as soon as it was coming out of my mouth. For adult faith formation on breaking down barriers and building bridges. And to unite ourselves in our faith. By, too bad, I was having the perfect transition. And in Jesus' culture, a leper who, and you need to realize, as was spoken in the first reading from the book of Leviticus, who was looked upon, who was looked down upon, who was distanced. No, I couldn't get it in gear. This upcoming Wednesday is Ash Wednesday. No. My brothers and my sisters, we celebrate the 6th Sunday of Lent. Good God.
I'm looking at you.
You can do both and. So, whatever you feel compelled to do, because at some point I may just sort of engage you and just see what you do with that. So.
Okay.
And Sean is a man who is very much tapped it. It's the third Sunday of Advent, and
Easter.
It's been a long day. Thank you. Cut, retake. That the sheep calls out, the sheep don't call out. My brother, because we're following the one who calls us to be who we're really called to. No, too bad. My brother's fourth Sunday of, no, I said my brother's, didn't I? And that is presence, no, stop, that was going right and well and then I blew it. Experiencing a loss in the absence that is experienced for them, no, it's going off gear again. Too bad. My brothers, my sisters, this weekend we are celebrating the ascension of our Lord Jesus. Is this Mother's Day weekend?
It is.
My brothers, my sisters, this weekend we celebrate the festival, and to share ourselves, and to be aware, this past week in the spelling bee, all of you, and we wish you well as you begin new opportunities in life. And what it is, too bad. We're being, why is this not working? God, it works so well at 9. Sorry. And the young man goes running, and the young man goes, I keep saying young man, it's not a young man. Of who the young man is, no, I just messed that totally up. And so I realize, for example, from the book of Hebrews, damn it. Father Kwame, Father Philly, and I adopted a family of my brothers and my sisters. We've entered the first week of Advent. Happy. My brothers and my sisters, it is Sunday, December 9th, and no, it's not Sunday, December 9th, and I can't say that because these bags will be gone. My, I don't know who I'm talking to. Why don't we try that again?